Get ready, everyone. Places, everyone. Let's see. Hopefully it works. And it does. And good morning, YouTube. Welcome to Bullish Bears. We are glad you're with us today. We're going to do a lot of things. We're going to look at some stocks. We're going to look at some options. We're going to look at some penny stocks. And we're going to do some stuff, see if we can't find some trading. I am looking for descending and ascending channels. I love those channels. And so that's what we're going to look for. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell. Where's the bell? Bing, bing, bing. And hang out with us. I got the whole crew with us here today. And so we're going to look at some stuff. Come on in. And then when we finish, we're going to go hang out with our folks in Discord, show them some more stuff. Because trading is fun and it's attainable. Don't forget your risk management, and don't forget to make sure that you're not messing around with your life savings, but you got some risk capital set aside. And risk, well, that's what it is. Yeah, risk capital, man. You got to have risk capital. Okay, let's see. It's been slow on the penny stock side this morning. We do have Mullen moving around, jumping around there. I've got Mott's over here. Mott's looked okay. So I like to do a little pre-market thing here with Mott's. We'll give it a look at the daily real quick. It's probably flat. Oh no, a descending channel. Look at that. It's been downtrodden for a while. This guy ain't done much. Let's go get a couple of things over here on the 2-hour chart. My moving average is purple, gold, and green. This is the 20, the 15, 8 EMA. I use the 200 SMA. That's the 20 SMA and the 200 SMA. These guys are EMAs. You ever short them or no? Who, me? Yes. Not penny stocks. I don't have a fund for that. You got to have a large account to short pennies. Now I'll do puts and options, and yeah, and then yeah, it's just yep.
So if it does an about face and rips your face off, your loss is limited.
Yeah.
If you're short, you're technically exposed to infinite loss.
Yeah. Penny stocks only go bullish. We
Sorry, guys.
Oh my goodness. Oh, can't help ourselves. We just can't help it sometimes. Ba-ba-boom, like that. Oh, wait, I got a level on there already. What did I do? Oh, I already have one there. Let's remove it. Yeah. Oh, no, remove it. Thank you. There we go right there. Pow. Y'all paying attention? Neo's popping today. I heard Ryan talk about Neo. Where's Scott? He loves Neo. Look, you see that? Bam, right where it is. Neo? What are they at right now? I don't have them on my grid. Okay, we're opening up at the bell here, and I am not in a hurry. I'm gonna let this shake out and continue to find my zones and continue to look for the areas that I want to look for today to trade. See if we get a setup. Mott's. What you give me here, Mott's? I'm going to set my zones up. I like this here. Boom, right there. Oh, crap. Here goes Mullen. Where's my phone? Oh, crap. Where's my phone? I'm going to look at ENSV and just uno momento, por favor, as I sit here and try to figure this out. Okay, ENSV's got a little move on it. See, I like this right here. That doji gives me a nice, pretty zone. Good morning there. Welcome, oh Canada. I got my zone right here. If it hits this guy, we done with you. Done, done, done. Morning routines are important. Routines are important in the stock market because things are cyclical and it has its own little routine.
222 target on here.
See this right there? Look at that. Right there by that level I had drawn out earlier. See how that works as a pivot? The red lines? They work as pivots, man. And look where they are when you look at them. We found these. Look, I found it way back there. Where's price been building off of? Bam, 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 right there. So we're going to check that out. Flagging up right now. It looks jaundiced here on the woodies, but it'll probably pop up, hit that level. Let's see if it can break this high right here. You know, I like to see it break the high and come back. Where on my thing here on my phone? Probably need to get rid of that. I should have closed it earlier, but it's life.
Pulling orders.
All right.
37.
You're a little too expensive. ENSV, is that what I heard?
Oh, ES. ENSV is moving up a little bit. Target 222.
It's really, whoa, it is moving, isn't it? Did it just halt? It looked like a halt candle. All right, I got a little motion here happening now. You know, we don't always get these lightly penny stocks have been moving for us like I want. Okay, we got a little movement here. I like to let it shake out a few minutes. I'm not in a hurry. Don't run in the halls. Rushing hurts you.
Neo looks like it'll be running that gap pretty quick. Just discussing with Ryan about 97 bottom gap.
Well, Neo's down, Jack.
1090. So we're at that gap now. Next control candle takes that down to about 680.
God, you can do options on Neo, can't you? I bet he did. I bet he absolutely did.
Yes, sir.
Um,
Where's bad enough over here?
oh, I got to update. Oh, I hope you're not going to want to close my computer. What do you mean? Update? Why do they give you updates first thing in the morning? Yeah. 2:15. It says if you don't update soon. Okay, well, I'll update later. It took me to the website. Okay, well, he's hit that level already, so let's go check him out. 230's on the plate. It's got to hit 223 first, right here. This area. Let's go ahead and get a price target on there now. 223. Neo just went way down.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we got a little curl coming back up here.
ENSV just slammed through that 222.
Yeah, let me go get ENSV. Okay, where are we here? Oh, yeah. We need to just go ahead.
Part of that wick there. Well, not a big part. Part of that wick. I don't know what to say, are you?
Oh, we're gonna. Things are moving. Boy, look at that. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, we're going to see what Mott's is going to do here. We got some price levels up to 401 at the moment. We need to find a few more for him. SPY, doing a little turnaround here. It's 5 minutes after the bell. 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Another 10 minutes, we should have some things shaken out for us.
SPY's going to take it right at 378 there. 378 is kind of a key resistance point.
Are you?
Remain bullish in this rally.
I've got a question for the maestro. Are you expecting to receive a credit or pay a debit for this option?
So when it asks you that, you've got to double check what you did. So go back and look to make sure you got the correct ratio of buy and sell. If you're looking to enter a debit spread or
No, it's closing one. I'm trying to close it.
So if you're closing one, you want to receive a credit.
Okay. All right, let's try that. Sell the close.
Support at 222. It's just fading.
It is just fading like, oh, wish I could have got in there. Okay. Not now. Well, let's see how that works. Okay, sorry, folks. I got a little flag here on SPY. That is a big bar right there. Okay, so NEO falling down. ENSV 218 at the moment. Got some momentum happening. Mullen doing its thing, just trying to get everybody screwed up. Boy, that's big candles on the 1 minute. We're pushing. Yeah. I had a feeling we were going to be bullish. Not a feeling. I didn't have a feeling. I looked at the technicals. Okay, so here we are in Mott's. What I've done is I've marked out some price levels by looking at volume weighted average. I have a zone right here that I marked out looking at this candle on the 1 minute, this little structure right here where these all come together. Kind of shows me a little strength right before it goes up. We're approaching the high, which is what I like to see on a penny stock. Penny stocks were only going bullish, so we look for bull trends, and that's what I'm doing here. As we wait for things to shake out, we're looking for pullbacks. We're looking for price to build in certain areas. See how it's building off of this 215. So if you got to get at least 10 cents on a penny stock if you're going to scalp it. If you're going to swing it, you only swing it intraday. I don't hold penny stocks overnight. It's not a good idea because they tend to do all kind of crazy things. Now, if you can do options and rip your face off, you can short NEO. Interesting look here on UVXY. UVXY is compared to SPY. Make sure we're on the same time frame. We are. So this guy is just continuing to go down. I ain't chasing him. So let's see what we get right here. It's popping again. Oh, the ES? Not okay. Making sure I didn't get it confused with ENSV. Com's moving up a little bit. IMUX still down a little. So NEO's going. Let's go see if we can find some more levels for this guy. We say, look at that. Coming 939. 939. Okay. So we got to go out to a larger time frame for this guy.
That's what I was looking for right there. Bam!
Buckle your shoe, pal.
Does that mean you just got out?
I don't know what that means. He just got out, possibly. Okay, let's see. 233, 232, da 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 da. Got you right there. We got you right there. We need you right here.
There, I'll stick a screenshot in the chat.
260. See that peak right there? I got that peak because it was a peak.
Still
Okay.
less than 30 seconds on that trade. Yeah, it's like the sign you were going.
Was that a Neo? Jiminy Crickets, man. FMO, FOMO. Jomo. I got Jomo in my pocket. Jomo.
37.92. Oh, sorry, 37.93 and bought the 87.87.
Oh, why do you do that every time? Sometimes TOS is nuts.
Full on channel. Big old twist.
We broke through that high. I want to hit to that 260, but we only wicked up there. See what this does. We look bullish right now on SPY.
10 seconds.
Yeah. So we look like we're going to push. Do we have volume here? We got a little bit of volume. That's 300 something thousand. Yeah. It's not bad. So, yeah, I'll look for that 230 if it can break this. I'd like to see it break it, go above it, come back and test it, and then go. That's what I like to see. So let's see what he does right there. We got our moving averages. Got our moving averages looking bullish right now. Green on top, gold in the middle, and purple on the bottom. That's a bullish sign for the way I use my moving averages right here. VWAP's right there. Let's see, 20 cross above VWAP. We're going to continue to be bullish. This guy looks like he's going to hit that 220. He's going to hit that 230 mark. So give it a little look-see on that. 221. I wouldn't go chase it. I'd wait for an opportunity, see if that thing gives us a good, clear opportunity to get in. We're 9:42, so we've been moving a little bit already. We're past the first 10 minutes, 12 minutes. Neo.
Like it when the stock goes up, retraces back down, get in on that retracement, looking for it to go back up.
Yeah, I look for it to do that when it penny stocks. I like to see them break their pre-market high, which this guy has already. He's building up right now, even though that's a ugly looking candle right there. But I like to see it break that pre-market high, come back and test it, and then go. But so far, it's just wicked into it. It hasn't really broken it like I like to see. So this wick, you know, that's a lot of selling pressure there. So it's got to have the volume to really push up there. Yeah, SPY coming back down. I probably tried to sell my put too early, or whatever it was. Get out of my trade. Right. See, we back into that. I have these zones, and it keeps playing between the 1211 and the 1233. Got a little break here, maybe a little pullback right there. Where's the volume here? Volume on this candle. So we're low volume. Let's go look, like take a little scan through. I'm gonna break Neo up here while we're looking at some things. 9:44 coming up. I got to do a couple of things at 9:45. We'll get through those. So what do we got here? We got this guy there. What do we have here? Nothing. 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 Now, stocks look like they're moving and everything, and if you're new and you see me just blowing through things, it's because it's that volume's like less than 8,000. This is looking like crap. There's no volume in free market there, and that's not something I really want to trade or even try to ticky-tack. So, holy cow.
Wow.
Jiminy Crickets, what the heck happened? 9:45. Somebody must got some kind of good news. Watch out, y'all. Holy cow.
They just rolled right over.
Yeah, and the SPY, I got the huge wick on the MES. ENSV, we're going to go look at ENSV right there. Just perfect. ENSV is giving us a descending wedge. Now look, if you have TOS, there he goes. He's breaking through. That was our signal right there. He was going to push. Hit that 230. I wonder why. So, it really, what happens is I got a delay on, and I know the stock market's doing things, and I put these price tags up, price lines up afterwards. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. No, and no magic wand either. I'm just,
You called your shot after.
yeah, I know. No, I called my shot before I hit it. Yeah, only because of certain things. Now we got a descending channel here. Now check you out. TOS, we have this little tool called the regression channel. Man, that is great. If you don't know how to draw lines, just grab that up there. It's going to draw it for you. It's going to give you that regression. It's going to give you a mean, which is this middle line, and it gives you this channel so that you can see you're in a descending channel. Well, descending channels, as we hear Sensei talking about all the time, that's Jeremy, have a high probability of breaking bullish, just like ascending channels have a high probability of breaking bearish. So when we're wanting to go bullish, I knew this thing was going to go bullish today. I'll show you why I knew ES was going to go bullish in a little while. When we can only go bullish, so we have to look for those bullish plays. Now, this is extremely slow volume right now. I don't know. Yeah, we got low there. It's low volume. He just went ticky-tack. So I'm not sure what he's going to do, but we can watch him. He's going to give us a little push up. I don't have levels marked on ESNV or ENSV at the moment, but we'll come back and get a few, see if that volume increases a little bit. This guy, in the meantime, MOTS, has a little bit of volume. Some volatility going over here in SPY, which means the indexes are volatile right now. And it's probably some news that was given out this morning. Mullen, by the way, is still pushing. It's almost at 50 cents now. But let's look at our friend here that we were looking at earlier. I'm gonna blow him up because he's got some action going on, and all about the price action, right? So all about the price action. Now I use a Woody's CCI here, and I use just a normal CCI down here. It's how I learned. So I use these things. I didn't want to change in the middle of the stream, and I've got to know certain signals on these, like this hammer right here, and it's dipping into this line here, and this line's dipping at the same time, and that's a signal to go long. So we've got a nice little U up, happening here. We're going to see what this candle does. Volume's coming in. It's building on that 230. These are lines that I marked out earlier today, where price tends to go towards these VWAP lines. Come join Bullish Bears. We're going to show you how to do all that stuff. And you can find price ladders as well. So we've got a nice little upward movement here. It's again, it's 9:49, so we're well into the market. Now, the challenges with these pump and dump stocks, when you get the penny stock that moves, we've got what I was looking for here. We've got a breach of the open. I would like to see it come back down, or the pre-market high. I would like to see it come back down and test that pre-market high before it goes. This may have been its test, but it looks like it's building, and we could see 246 next. We could see 260, depending upon how things go. Don't chase. We're watching a whole bunch of things. We're in here for educational purposes, tell you how we do these things, get your little wet appetite, so you come join us over at Bullish Bears. Because, what do you say? We got the dish?
Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we got.
All right, so we see that red candle right there coming back, and it's testing that 230 area that we have marked out, which is good. That's good. If it See if it stinks a little bit lower. It comes back down. I don't necessarily want to see see that big pullback. I wouldn't necessarily want to see a tweezer top there, but that's okay. If it rides back down to that 223 area in a couple of candles, that'll be just fine.
Also, like this bottom,
Okay.
there's a this that what you were just looking at. I can't see what the name of the stock was, but
MOTS, MOTS.
yes. So the you got first bump, and then it looks very similar. That's the pre-market and the first market. Yeah, looks very similar. So we might get a third push.
Right. You could get a third push there. If I were going to take a play on this thing, and I tell folks this, I do trade live, but I'm one of those folks that if I'm on the phone, I can't do anything. So if I'm teaching, it's a little bit hard for me to trade because there's so many things to watch, and I'm trying to explain so much. So Mullen, 51 cents for a high. So when we're looking for these things to pull back, if I were gonna do a trade on this, then I'm looking for it to come back down and hammer, around this. Give me a hammer on that 223 or close to it, and then push up. And I would be waiting for it to come back down and take a position where I would basically go to my active trader and I look for that 223 right there. Right, where is it now? And I would want to. Yeah. If you do it in here, but sometimes it's not best to do it in here. I on my trading view, I actually have active trader and the chart in different windows.
ENSV might take off.
Yeah. Okay. So if I was going to get into a trade on that, you see, I'm looking for it to come to that 223. I would have had maybe an order sitting there, and then I would have taken my stop all the way back down to this 215. I'd probably gone right under 214, and then I would put in my order for 246 up here, so that my sell order would be in, and I'd link them, and I'd have a bracket order. So that way, if anything happened and I took my eyes off of it for a second, I don't have to sit there and babysit that trade. If it hits my stop, well, so be it. Then I was wrong on my technical analysis. And that's what you have to get right, your technical analysis. Or it was 60-40, 60-40 rule, 60% chance it's going to go and a 40% chance it might fail. It could be the other way around too. 60% chance it's going to fail and 40% chance it'll go. Either way, if I'm taking an entry, I'm thinking about all that stuff and ahead of time. Building trading plans and all that happen, we're momentum traders, we're trend following here. So our plan's already been formulated in our head, and that's so making it happen fast is what we got to do, especially when you're trading penny stocks. Be a little more methodical when you're trading something like SPY. We can be a little bit more methodical and also a little bit more sure because it's not a pop and drop. It's a large cap. And so if we're trading SPY with options, I'm not trading stocks. I'm trading options with SPY. And if we're trading options with SPY, then we can expect patterns to play out a little bit better. But we learn them faster here at penny stocks because they move so fast. So let's go back to ENSV.
I can tell you've been hanging around with Jeremy because you said
I don't mind being like Sensi. I don't mind being like Sensi at all.
was his favorite word. That great word. Standard of excellence.
Yeah, you got to have excellence. TOS is great. I really like trading with TOS. It's got its issues. Yeah.
There's a nasty face right there called KSPN.
Sierra, Papa November.
All right, KS.
If you're short Neo, watch this tweezer bottom.
We're at 230 there, so up over here. We're in this area right over here. We look left because you're going to find price targets. As you know, moving averages do things. They lead us to places where we need to get some price targets. Here's a nice big red control bar we're below. Really needs to break that level. You can see this is a level of resistance right now where it once was support. Now it's resistance. It's also about 200 from way back on the, where's my level? It's the 14th of June. So that's there. We got this bar here we can get a little level on. We can get this bar here a level. And I'm going to leave the 297 on, but we could do 301. So let's go up here with the 306. All right, so I got us a few levels there on ENSV. We're at 236, so my next level I have is at 252. Let me just make sure. See if I can find anything else on the 10-day. Just curious if you got anything happen. In 10 days, it hasn't been that high, so got a push here this day. You could look for a push today since it already had a good push on Friday. This might be the push today. Could give us another push tomorrow or could give us a flop tomorrow. So it's worth watching for the next day. We'll watch it again. We'll keep it on the grid.
That was the 10-day you were looking?
That was a 10-day, 30-minute. Yeah. So, man, that's a big jump, though. Price target up to 252. All right, so here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What did I want to look for on a two? What did I want to look for in MOTS? I wanted the hammer.
Getting off that 213 area or whatever?
I'm sorry, I don't know which one you're talking about.
You're talking about the upper right, right?
Upper right, yeah. Yeah, it's on 230 right now, hitting on that, but it slammed. What I was looking for was that test of the high, which was the 223. And if you remember, I said I wanted to see a hammer into that area to tell me price might go further, and it gave me that hammer. So now it's given us an indication that price is going to continue on. So that 246 is in play as well as at 260 and 279. Now, don't go just chasing that thing because I said that. You've got to learn how to do this yourself. I've been a member of Bullish Bears now for well over a year, and almost a year and a half. There it goes, 238. And one of the things I did when I joined was I mistook what was happening, and I thought these guys were calling stocks out, and they weren't. They were calling prices out to teach people price action. And I jumped in, and I'd get hurt. I'd lose money. You know what I'm saying? So don't do that stuff. If I scrunch this up,
because they were telling you they were looking for the hammer or something.
yeah, they'd say, it possibly could go to 246, and I'd be jumping in, and then it would flush on me because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Don't do.
Didn't get in early enough.
No, because I didn't know what I was doing.
We were essentially calling out price targets.
Right.
But you can't really jump until you see the
Right.
The candles telling you to
Went sideways here, exactly. And one of the things, we're gonna see what happens here. This is looking strong to me right now, but it's got some room. All right, this guy's
high and tight pennant.
yeah
5 minute
on this one. On
MOTS.
yeah, I'll go look at that. There you go. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. And look at these red lines. You see those red lines? I love those red lines.
We just completed the control bar.
I want to imitate Sig real bad right now. I'm going to imitate Sig. You like free? I knew you like it. Okay. Guy is a trip. All right, there we go. All right, so I have these indicators on the bottom. I said the Woody CCI. CCI is a commodity channel index, and it's basically a strength indicator: oversold, overbought. if it's overbought, it's
What's
gonna
that
be
drop?
it's gonna be up. Which drop did you miss? Oh, SPY.
MES.
Oh yeah, the MES drop.
I've
So
been clipping this pattern all along, but I missed that last one.
down on the 200 there, we're crossing that 211. So we've been this is an inverse usually of SPY, but right now it's just kind of going wacky.
Doing what it wants.
All right, go ahead. Somebody had a question. Let me just show you all this one for fun.
Yeah, I caught that one going down there, Jeremy.
Nice work. I got a part of it. I went from 37.96 to 37.92.
Look at Mullen.
Like over $40.
Look at Mullen.
Yeah.
They got news, right? They had some kind of news they popped up on. Oh, that's the 5-minute chart. Sorry, guys. I'll tell you about bigger price frames. I'll show you about that in a minute. Or price frames. Time frames and how we use different multiple time frames. I'll show you on SPY and just remind me of that, somebody. 'Cause I forget stuff sometimes. Sales license. Hey, anyway, got a license for iGo EV in Europe. They're coming your way, Victoria. All right. Mullen, they have a license for EV in Europe. I said they're coming your way.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. But that is pretty.
Delivery vehicles too.
It's getting pretty close to overextending on the 1 minute, but that's all right. All right, so we had hit that 240. I bet there was a level back somewhere I missed that was at that 238 that it just wicked into. So let's see what happens here. Yeah, that's a red candle. The zigzag indicator is great for spot and pivots, but it can be a real pain in the butt sometimes. So continuing to go down on the ES. I'm mad at myself now.
One more little leg to about
Don't be mad at
37.75.
yourself, man.
Oh, it happens.
There it goes. Touch it. There it is.
I mean, you got your SPY range. That's for sure.
Yeah.
SPY's got a range now. We know what we're trading.
I got a range for SPY.
Retracement to VWAP if it bounces here. 37.86.
Look at this guy right here. Mullen. I am impressed. Let's go look at him. This guy was trading in the dollars way back when.
In the dollars.
In the dollars. Watch.
$1 bill, y'all.
Watch. Look, there's the levels that we had on it before.
Wow, look at this.
That's where it was trading in the past. So they're gonna, in this market and everything. This is the flag 3.
I've got a couple of stocks like Skills, SKLZ, just what Weevil gave me for free, funded, and I held on to it because they make golf stuff to help golfers, and it's gone down. I think like $6 or $7 a share to one.
Oof.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Ouch. Here comes that retracement
Look at that.
on the ES. Come on, get on.
Let's see. Let me see. Right here.
This thing's volatile AF.
Oh yeah. Yep. Gotta wait.
That is one active 10-second chart, man.
Yes, it is.
10 seconds, I'm sure.
It's crazy. It's hanging at the bottom right now. You looking for that bounce?
Is it because of news? I don't know. I don't understand why it's so volatile.
What's going on with the market? Is it? There is some news that's come out.
Check it out. It's what
Oh, bye.
Yeah, and I'm trying to close my. I wonder if I can reset my queue thing. Close my queue. I'm like, I didn't need to have. Oh, I shouldn't have. Yes, I should have closed it anyway. It's not going to do anything.
Bouncing, okay.
Yeah, I see that.
Right.
All right, let's go back here. Just got a text from somebody. Okay. Going back here, and I was looking for some price targets for Mullen.
Gina.
Look at that. That's MULN.
Ooh, I'll take it.
Yeah, did you go and take a free ride?
Took a 4-pointer. Oh, 6-pointer.
This
Sorry.
key resistance area right here. There's once right here. So it needs to break that. It breaks that and gets into this bar. That's 63, 64 cents.
4-pointer. Sorry. That volatility's got my head spinning right now.
Man, that's it is crazy. Okay, so we
Yeah,
got
you're salivating.
Squirrel! Squirrel! Squirrel!
squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. You funny. You funny,
Candle, man.
funny man. Da 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 da. But
I gotta get my pumpkins started tonight.
your pumpkins.
What are you doing with your pumpkins? Oh, you're carving them?
No, the squirrels are.
Oh, you're gonna let the squirrels are carving.
How do you do your squirrel?
Poke a bunch of holes in it with my design.
Uh-huh.
Pack the holes full of peanut butter, and I'll leave them in the yard.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that
can't
sounds.
wait to see what those look
Wait a minute. I got woods. That sounds fun.
That sounds like a great.
You see it. All
Did
right.
you
Hey,
guys do peanut butter pine cones too?
No, I don't like that one
Uh,
there.
No, we do those in the springtime for birds. We'll put peanut butter and bird seed on the pine cone and hang it in the tree.
All right, so we got some price targets now for Mr. Mullen. Got a
What do
few
you think,
there.
Jeremy? A little pullback on SPY and then keeps going up a little bit. Like 50%?
It's setting up for something bigger than that. I think we'll get some bearishness back down to 374 here shortly.
See how these guys do you? These penny stocks. See? You get targets and they're like they pump and dump on you. But hold on, this guy's still fighting that 223, still in that zone I had marked out earlier. So see what he gets here. Looks a little jaundiced there. Although that candle right there has 738,000. So let's see.
Oh, so somebody made a huge dump.
Yeah, somebody did something. What was that? I just saw.
Money.
Whoo, Calm's trying to pull out. Got Calm still on my radar. All right, so we got Mullen doing that. Got ENSV look like it's trying to make another one. See how beautiful that regression channel is? See, that gave us a really pretty entry right there, everybody. This is
Is it descending wedge or
the,
candle?
there's it's whatever. Yeah, I got the wedge thing from. Technically, it is a wedge. If I could make it a wedge if I put this.
Yeah.
You know, if I did let's remove that drawing. I can make it a wedge if I did this. That's a wedge. See its triangle? Doesn't matter how you do it.
No.
And I did it with a regression channel because it was quicker for me to do it that way. Yeah.
Online.
Yeah, if you're trying to get something in, you know, the tools down here. I could also do a channel line, but the regression channel, like I said, you know, kind of gives you your middle line. It gives you everything, and it puts it in such a way you could just do it with one line. It's an automatic calculation, man. Why not use it? But there was a good key, oh, I'm just gonna give it away right now. Y'all watch me.
Pay attention.
374
This is-
target's still valid.
This is, I'm giving it to you right here, y'all. This is your buy signal. Look at that chart.
Is that because it's hammering off the time?
It's a lot of reasons.
And at the bottom of that,
Yep, and there are other signals on here as well to let you know that price is getting ready to go up.
the,
We're at the end of a descending. Say again.
that V that we look for.
Yep.
GPI.
Yeah. Let me let me give it to everybody real quick. We have a descending channel, right? It's flagged up. This is basically a pennant or bull flag. Get a descending channel. At the end of that descending channel, we have a hammer. This hammer right here. It hammers with its wick in the 15. It's below the 8. It's onto the 20. So it's got a couple of the moving averages, but it also has hammered right into or wicked right into VWAP. See that push? It's wicked right in the VWAP. Now, at the same time, as Devin was saying, it gives us this look. Down here on my woodies, this is a double bottom. Boom, boom. See if I can get that up a little bit higher for you. Everybody who's watching this on YouTube, everybody's watching this wherever you're watching it, I'm giving you a strategy right here. This is what everybody's looking for, strategy. Here it is. Descending wedge, descending channel. Hammering into those areas. Down on the lower momentum indicators and oscillators, I get a hit earlier with this wick down here. See that? Pushes here, comes back up, wicks and hits back, dips right back into this blue line, which is the negative 100. It could have done that here and it still would have been a play. But this is what we call a double bottom on the indicator. Boom, boom, just like if we were to have a real double bottom up here. So I get that wick. At the same time, all the way down in my CCI, my lower CCI, we've got this whole descending line right here. This is a channel just like this channel. This is a channel. We could draw a regression line on it. It's going to look funnier though if we do it that way. That's a channel. Okay. Actually, it's a wedge.
Hey, that thing's a nice mover. Great setup.
With this one, ENSV?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look,
Awesome.
absolutely. So we have all these confirmations, and I have that dip down there. It's below the 0 line. When it's below this line, it tends to be bearish. When it's above, that's when it tends to be bullish. So when we get a dip like that, bam, I call that a seismic jolt. That hammer hit that line so hard that it went all the way down on these lines. I'm going to give it to you, but wait, there's more.
I'm gonna call that was hammered because it created so much gravity.
Not only do we have that, now this is a EMA, an exponential moving average, not the SMA, but it's the 8. Do you see that dip right there? See, it pulled it all the way down. Now, do we have a dip? And we have a slight, you see it? See it? Okay. That,
Look at your bend.
yeah, I know. That is a signal to go long right there. I just gave that away to everybody on YouTube. That is,
This is one of many secrets we have.
that's right. That is a signal. Now, if you're part of our group, I posted 3 of these up over the last week, and I pointed out some things. I pointed some things out to Jeremy last night too. I was like, I sent him some pictures. Like, look at this. Because listen,
Halfway, but I got 'em.
that's what we're here for, to learn strategies, right? Yo,
Hey, Sean.
yo.
Great video last night. Just to let you know, the zigzag indicator.
Yeah.
What levels do you have on it?
Ah, you're absolutely.
I tried to put that zigzag
Oh.
indicator on my chart.
You have them?
It was not the same as yours. Yeah.
Okay, I do have different levels, and what I'll do is I will give me a little bit, and I'll put those in Discord, what those levels are on the zigzag indicator, because I do have I have basically everything shut off except for the high 10 and the high 9 and the low 10 and the low 9. All the other numbers it gives you, all the other pivots it gives you, I turn those all off. So
Okay, if you don't mind,
I don't mind.
appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm gonna absolutely do that. So uh, and I'm gonna do another video like that. I'm still working on the video quality, and I think that actually was the best video quality I had so far. It was a large file, Jeremy. It was like 2 point something gigs.
Where do you
You
film
look
it?
fine to me.
60 frames a second?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's gotta be
file
what it
sizes.
is.
Well, that plus I raised my bit rate. I did a whole bunch of different things, and I was and you know I can't always see it until I get it in there. Anyway, let me go back to this because I'm really excited about this. Um, because this is what we look for. So if I'm you know descending channels and wedges and ascending channels and wedges are my favorites to trade, and it's because I can get these clear signals and have a high probability of success. Okay, so
Squirrel.
yes, okay, squirrel's fine. And if you know we in our next level library in futures, we have Al Brooks who did a seminar with us, and Al Brooks he teaches in Chicago at the CME. So you know he's a legend for retail traders, price action legend. And so, you know, a lot of his stuff, he talks about, he looks for three things. These are the three strategies he uses: descending or ascending wedges or channels. That's one. Double tops and double bottoms. That's two. And then what he calls strong breakouts. This would be a strong breakout right there, where it's breaking out of a level. Boom, that's a strong breakout. So he says he looks for those three things. Now, here's a legendary trader. He's looking for three things. He's not looking for 20. He's not looking for 30. He's looking for three. And then you have the patience factor where you wait. You wait. If you'd have jumped in here and you know you could have got caught in that wick, discouraged, and then walked away. Maybe lost too much money to even be able to think straight. But if you'd have waited, you know, until 9:44, right? Almost 15 minutes into the market. If you'd have just simply waited for your strategy and your setup to come to you, then you could have got in on this. Now you know what to look for and taken off and gotten a decent little, you know, 15, 20 cent scalp. And if you have the financial, you know, the capital, the risk capital to have spent you know, 100 shares on that at $214, and then you'd have cashed out at say 235. Let's say 215 and 235, and that's $20. If you'd have had the big enough account that I had before the hurricane came, then I'd have bought 1,000. Yeah, I'd have gotten 1,000 shares or 3,000, and that 20 cents would have been $600. You know, I might have spent 6,000 for $600, but that's what, 10% return? That's not too bad. So, you know, so that's why we wait for these setups. And I have some setups, some other setups that work on a penny stocks. This is actually one of them. But you know, when you add looking for the descending channels or the double bottoms or the wedges, and you just wait for your setup to come, then you're gonna immediately your win rate's gonna go up because you're not gonna be swinging at everything. It's like Babe Ruth was great. He's a home run king. He's a strikeout king too. So so you think about that. Anyway,
Everything.
he's swinging everything. That's just I love this, and I love helping people. And so Jeremy has been so good at drilling this into our heads very politely. Don't forget, when you draw your channel, put the middle line there. Remember, descending channels have a high probability of breaking bullish. Remember, ascending channels have a high probability of breaking bearish. Descending channels have a high probability of breaking bullish. We get this all the time. Now, if I were to pull up different indicator, like say I use Jeremy's fast stochastic, well, guess what? Even on the fast stochastic, I could find it because it's probably going to be the same thing. When it hits all these lines, I'm going to have a dip on the fast stochastic. So you could use you could use that as well, right?
Oh yeah.
So, and you can,
That's-
yeah. So anyway, so that's what I wanted to show everybody. And I'm, that's my jam, baby. I'm looking. That's my bag, baby. So that's where we are. And SPY is going down.
Giving away how to hit a kick.
Yeah. Well, listen.
Make your first kick.
What? Here's your first kick. Now, what should I do with that one kick?
Practice 1,000 times.
Practice it 1,000 times. Son of a biatch.
Oh, SPY double bottom failed.
I am.
At R1.
Yeah.
20.
All right. A SPY is challenging me. All right, but wait. What do we got? Descending channel. So we gotta keep an eye on that. All right, so that was my lesson there. There was your little thingamadoogie. Where was it? Here. We had it again somewhere. Look. Here's your hammer.
I just grabbed a 3-pointer that lasted all of 10 seconds.
I'm gonna give y'all another one. Y'all ready? It's right here. Excuse me.
Oh man.
It's right here.
NSB gonna make one last push up to about 242, I think. Might quit.
Look at that. Mott's is still rolling around. Oh, this is Mott's. Pardon me.
And I'm
All right.
watching for a swing trade on something too. TECK. It's mid cap. And I'm trying to find a good setup. It's got the makings of a inverse head and shoulders bottom after a channel drop. It's already made its 50% retracement at the 200 period on the daily chart. And $35 is a breakout target. So if it breaks above 35, next pivot is up there at 39. So be a good swing trade.
Cool.
Possibly. Maybe even get to 42.
All right, one more, and then I'm gonna probably get ready to close the YouTube stream. One more.
If you were wondering what Stone was doing while Jeremy was talking there, he was telling himself the story. He was looking at the lines, he was setting the line down to see what was going on before, things like that.
Right.
Well, and here we have price move up.
Bear back.
Go ahead. We'll give you permission. Do you have a hall pass? Don't run in the halls. So take your time with scissors or anything. So here we have, Mott's, which we were looking at earlier, and I wanted to see break that high. Look, this guy's got room. If it builds around here, he could still go further. So before they flush it out. Here's the point. This is another setup that I'm getting ready to show you. These moving average lines, they all have a purpose, okay? When I say, I use the 8, the 15, and the 20, well, you could use the 9, the 13, and the 20. You could just use one or two. You don't have to use, you could just use the 8 and the 20. You don't have to have the 15. It's just how I learned. But it doesn't matter which ones you use. You lock in on a moving average that you're going to use, and then you watch how price reacts with that moving average. Looking left, looking on the 1 minute chart, looking on the larger time frames, you watch how price reacts with it. Doesn't matter what you use down here. If I'm not familiar with the MACD, again, when I started learning, I learned from Bullish Bear Scott, who was in the rooms, penny stock rooms every day with us, and he would do certain things like I'm going to start doing in the afternoons. When things were slow, we do little lessons, and that's what we're gonna get back to. That's how I learned. So I learned from him, and he showed me things about how to use the indicators and what he looks for. And then as I would study the indicator and what he was looking for, I'd start finding my own things. Well, Scott taught me about levels. Jeremy has taught me about flag counts. I've learned so much from him about these things. Anyway, I digress. So I see, this line, and if I just want to get really elementary, then I'm just looking at a frickin' line. I don't know what all this other stuff is. I'm being elementary now. I'm just looking at a line. And if that line hits between these other, if that squiggly line hits between these, fixed horizontal lines a certain way, and the candle moves a certain way at that time and hits another squiggly line a certain way, if that's all I know, then I wait for that to happen every time. Okay, here is another hammer. Hammers are great. Hammers give us a lot of information when they hit certain levels. This is why we mark these levels out. So this hammer hit this box that I drew, and I drew that box because this was the pre-market high. This was the wick, but here was where the candles closed or opened. Okay, and so if I'm trading between here and there, I want to get out here before I get to that wick, right? So another line I marked out was this $2.15 price target that I marked out from the left as a pivot. And we can see this hammer doesn't just hit this level we marked out here from pre-market, but it wicks into this pivot. So that's a good signal that something's going to happen. And then look at your moving averages. Look how smooth it is here, but then all of a sudden we do like this little dip, this little shelf, and we get this dramatic change. Well, when I get a dramatic change like that and a hammer, and it's in a pivot and a key spot I marked out, damn, something's going to happen, right? So I look at all that and I go, and no, not only that, wait, there's more. We give you the dish. Look at this VWAP. It bends right there. It dips with that hammer. So I call that a seismic jolt. When that hammer hits so hard that it gives us this big wick, and then that moving average dips, and then I get two more dips down here. And that's a spot that I look for a dip. Now, I've had a flag, pull back, and then that dip says that's a buy signal to me. I could have bought that hammer, got in here, and got that whole candle, which was all of 13 cents. But if I'd have stuck with it, I'd have got there. So anyway, that's just that's going to be on the YouTube, whatever I just said. And ask me questions, because sometimes I get a little fast and I start using words that don't make sense, and sometimes our words say backwards. Could be a double top.
Like you said, he words say backwards.
Yeah. Me and Yoda get along. You ought to be in the conversations with me and Yoda. Coming up to 12:33. This is a key pivot for this US UVXY, which is the opposite. Now they're kind of moving the opposite direction there. All right. Does that all make sense?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's big on that too. Yeah, I think
Let's
that's
fix it.
the whole day here. That photo right here. Spy's giving the Shiza signal.
But yes, that made
What does STB mean again?
shoot the bed.
Yeah, yeah.
The other-
Shark
the other-
bed. Neo, looking at a little bit of a short cover candle here. Watch for rejection off that 8 grid. I think 780 is our primary target on this particular leg if this measure move. 680 is the ultimate target if this thing continues to get crushed.
I'm trying to figure out how to close my QQQ option from last week.
You got to set it as a limit order regardless. But
I did
click on the position.
close.
itself,
All right, I click on the position, your position, right?
You'll see down on the bottom right, it'll say trade.
Yeah, I did that, and then it says, oh, never mind. I must have tried to close it out already. I
You
wonder,
might have an order pending.
yeah, how do I modify my order? Pending orders. Never mind. I found pending order, replace order. This order will cancel right after you. Okay. I'm learning.
Must have got it.
Watch for
Jeremy said you got it.
Well, I
So you got
must.
it?
watch spy for a retracement. It's already just about hit that 50% of that last channel. There's a tweezer top forming here on 23.
Yeah, at the top of the channel too.
Yeah.
Like it's triple top.
If it gets crushed there, then this thing, oof. Next leg down is like 72.
I mean, that looks like a little bit crushed because it's like right at the top of everything.
Okay.
I've been running the upside, downside, sideways side.
Think we're doing that. Yeah, I see that. That has been some volatile stuff. Okay.
I've been cleaning house with it, man.
Well, that's
You've
good.
been riding the wave.
I've been riding every wave.
And he's writing the top. Is what he's doing. That's the top.
That is choppy.
It's choppy, but it's got the setup. Is every time it turns around, it does something predictable.
Yeah, that's Jeremy talking about the structure.
Within the structure, within the structure.
I agree. I got some good scalps, but I also lost some money as well.
Oh. All right. One of the things I did not do was mark out my opening range that I usually op out.
Oh crap! Is this gonna end pattern on this?
Oh, Jeremy, might end pattern on this.
Hang on,
Well, I got
End pattern for 50% retracement.
38.45, and I'll show you in a minute why I got that. All right.
If you're wondering what the end pattern is, that's where basically goes up and then goes up, down, bar, basically. And then up.
Bar, bar, bar. Bar, 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 bar.
Bar, we call it.
Bars.
Bar spinner bar.
Bar crawl?
Just completed that on a 1 minute chart right there.
Ooh, we are below the 15-minute opening range.
We're right at 50% of that channel now. We've got extension possible about 375.45 here out of this candle. From there, it'll either trend or it'll get ripped down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking we're going to get a lot of sideways action after.
Very agile here.
That's very possible too.
After looking at the last few
Oh, we're
days,
bear flagging on the 5-minute.
Yeah, there's a good chance of a pop and drop bear flag happening here.
All right, so on the SPY right here, one of the things I like to do is get a 15-minute opening range.
Break over, you bum. Let's do this.
Oh, by the way, on these
break over, you bum.
descending channels that I showed you earlier in those signals for the descending channel, you will find the inverse on an ascending channel, and the signal will be the opposite. Instead of it being like a double bottom here, it'll look like a double top up here. Just totally reverse,
what was that?
totally reverse it.
Where
Which-
you use a minus sign?
I was just thinking about that. Okay, let me show you. Since if you in TOS, you can do this in Thinkorswim. I don't know if you can do this anywhere else. If I put a minus,
Check right now.
if I can put a minus sign right in front of the ETF, and I hit enter, watch what's going to happen. Now we have the complete inverse. This is the same ETF, but this is what's happening in the inverse world, the upside down, in the upside down, and
Through the looking glass.
through the looking glass of stranger things. So you can see this is what I was talking about with that hammer earlier. Here's that hammer earlier. It gives us almost a double top look, and we get the, let's just do it this way, y'all. So we get the inverse, where instead of the seismic jolt being downward, we get this spike, see? And when we get that spike, we get the same thing happening in the inverse. We get, the moving averages pointing towards that spike. Still right there in the VWAP, it wicks right into it. Boom, boom. That's your sell signal. If you were selling, you were going short, or you were using this on an option and you want it to be a bear, that's your bear signal right there. Buy the next one and just keep going all the way down till you get there. That's
Hey, we actually got a buy signal in SPY right now.
I bet we do.
Damn.
Look at that.
I got in on that candle right there, baby.
You are not kidding.
Boom, done.
You are not kidding.
Wow, yeah, look at that.
Just nailed a 6-pointer right there. 37.74 to 37.80.
Look at that.
Right. Are you still writing it?
I missed that one.
That makes up for the one I missed earlier.
This is my 15-minute
Oh, it's
range.
gonna end pattern. Boot? Are you kidding me? No way.
Possible. Let me show you why.
There it goes. See ya.
Yep. There you go. Look at that. And
Goes.
what did Jeremy say? We were getting the buy signal. Look, it flagged up. There was your signal right there, right on that pivot. Also on the bottom of the 15-minute opening range. See, when you're below that 15-minute opening range, you're bearish. This is a U-turn. Expect this thing to move up. Now, ENSV,
It could also just 50% retrace, like to the middle of the range.
where was that?
Back down.
Where's that targets? Where are those targets we marked out on ENSV? Look at them right there. 252 is one, right?
Yep.
All right.
252 is one, and there's another control bar there too.
Yep, and I got those levels up top. So that 252 is if it breaks that, you could look for 272. Might not go there right away, but you could look for it. That 288,
That and an
that's a key right there.
extension. Yeah, I was gonna say the 288 extension is there as well.
Look at MOTS, M-O-T-S. By the way, I like that the monsters of tech. That's what
Yeah.
Sid calls them now instead of used to be Fang, but you know Zuckerberg messed up Fang. Mang, it's Mang. So you got
He got his fangs removed, man.
223, still fighting that. That's that pre-market high. You see how it's hanging out there, and it's weakening the VWAP. So we could continue to watch this guy. I wouldn't take him off your sites. It's 10:37 market time. I'm gonna cancel or cancel. I'm gonna close our YouTube feed, and thank you guys for being with us. Hope you're having a great day. Come join us at Bullish Bears. We have a great day all the time, and you can learn a lot of stuff. I promise. If you stick with us for 6 months and you practice, you'll be better in 6 months than you thought you could be. All right.
Oh yeah.
Hey, YouTube, remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell.
Hit that bell. YouTube, like, subscribe, and hit that bell.
Hammer it.
Hammer time. All right, guys. We'll see you on YouTube. We're going to catch you back in the Discord.
See ya.
Ciao.